From Mount Vernon, Georgia and Bruton Parker College, taking full advantage of the shirt sleeves while we can. Another edition of the Southern State Showcase just around the corner. John here, Nicole to my left. We got a lot of ground to cover.
A lot of ground to cover and not a lot of time. So here we go. The showcase starts right now.
The Southern State Showcase on Sports South.
On the boardwalk at Bruton Parker College, another edition of the Southern State Showcase officially underway. I'm John. Nicole is off to my left as always. And for those of you following the championships, the cross-country championships just around the corner in Clinton, Mississippi, hosted by our friends at Belhaven University, our top story this week, Nicole lets us in on a story about a very special runner.
Yes, AUM's Zach Solly has done some incredible things on the cross-country course, but he has also done some incredible things off the course as well. We take a closer look at Zach. On September 13th, 2014, senior AUM cross-country runner Zach Solly made history. Solly crossed the finish line of the Saucony Invitational in first place with a time of 29 minutes and 12 seconds. The first place individual finish was the first in AUM cross-country history.
It felt pretty good. That was actually my first victory ever for a cross-country race. And so there's nothing like coming across the finish line first.
The first place finish was a long time coming for Solly. He has placed in the top 10 multiple times in his career, but with hard work and persistence, the first place finish was bound to happen.
Lots of hard work. Cross-country is a sport that it's very difficult to come out on top. So if you finish in the top 10, then you're doing pretty good. This just happened to be my first time to cross first. I've had several top 10 finishes in my career, but you just keep working hard and pressing towards that goal of winning. Going into this season, one of my primary goals was to just win a race, and it happened early, so I move on to my next goal, which will be placing well enough in conference to make it to the national cross-country meet.
Solly is not only an incredible cross-country athlete, but he is an incredible individual. Everyone that has come in contact with him can attest to this.
His high school coach just simply looked at me. He said, "I will explain Zach this way." He said, "If I had a daughter," and I said, "Coach, I understand. You can stop." And that was one of those things. I mean, after that, everybody that talked to me about Zach, just everything from the type of young man he was, how he held himself, his personal beliefs, you know, his goals in life, and so it was easy to draw to that.
Over the summer, Zach was chosen to participate in the NAIA Leadership Program. He and other athletes from across the NAIA traveled to Washington, D.C. to better learn leadership skills as well as skills to coordinate blood drives on campus. Upon returning to AUM, Zach coordinated one of AUM's most successful Red Cross blood drives.
It was really a neat experience, just being able to coordinate an event that has the potential to impact so many lives.
Giving blood and saving lives has an extra special meaning to Zach.
I was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer at the age of 7 months, and through the treatment process, I had to receive between 15 and 20 units of blood myself, and firsthand I know what the impact of giving blood can do. It was a lifeline for me at a young age. I can honestly say without those generous donations, I probably wouldn't be here today. So it kind of gives me a little extra motivation in recruiting people to also give blood, because I can show them a first-hand example about what giving blood can do.
On top of being a great cross-country athlete and an incredible community service advocate, Solly is an amazing student. He currently has a 4.0 GPA and hopes to head to med school after graduation this coming May.
Since I am a childhood cancer survivor, I'm contemplating the idea of working with pediatric oncology. That may change once I get into med school, because you have to keep your doors open. Different experiences can change your perspective on several things.
So John, I think Zach would make a pretty incredible doctor.
And from everything that you've told us in this previous story, I wouldn't doubt it for one bit.
All right, well that's going to wrap things up for this block, but don't go away. We still have a lot to tell you about. The showcase continues after this.
This is a photo of a toasted, tasty Nuke's sandwich and another of Nuke's crispy California-style pizzas and supremely satisfying salads and oh, so decadent desserts. Of course, they're just photos, but proof enough that a picture can tempt 1,000 taste buds. Come to Nuke's and enjoy our signature dishes made with the finest, freshest ingredients in person. After all, taste buds can only take so much tempting.
Arrive ready to learn. Graduate ready to lead. Let's get started. College of Coastal Georgia.
The University of Mobile, founded on belief.
Arrive ready to learn. Graduate ready to lead. Let's get started. College of Coastal Georgia.
Our adult students are a rare and special type of person, leaders in the office and the community, teachers in and out of the classroom, superheroes without capes. They administer first aid on computers and scrape knees. They are changing healthcare and themselves. Be the best version of yourself with an accelerated bachelor's or MBA degree from Bethel University. Call 1-877-4BETHEL today.
Discover.mga.edu. Discover Middle Georgia State College.
Welcome back to the showcase. John, I'm going to play a little Did You Know with you.
Okay, I think it involves math, so I'll strap in here.
Yes. Did you know that Brewton Parker is celebrating 110 years of existence?
That is a lot to be proud of here in Mount Vernon and Montgomery County, and this is part of their, I guess the centennial, right?
Yes, this is their centennial statue.
Okay.
And did you know that in 2054 they're set to open a time capsule?
It's over there, April 28th, 2054. For those of you hanging around who want to come down here to Mount Vernon and Montgomery County and see what they put in the time capsule for the centennial, that's where it is, and that's where it's going to be.
All right, and John, did you know there is also a lot of other things going on around the conference?
No, I didn't, but let's find out what Nicole is talking about.
The trivia question in Brunswick, Georgia probably goes a little like this. Name the first ever program at the College of Coastal Georgia to win a title of any kind. Well, the video we're showing is a bit of a dead giveaway. I don't know what is. The women's golf team is a conference champ in the Southern States as a part of a young program that continues to grow on campus in 2014.
Last year our team played really good. I felt like, you could always do better, but I felt like overall we had a good year. I played a lot better than I played my freshman year, and I feel like even this year we have a good team, but maybe last year was a little better. But this year we can do some work and maybe get as good or better than we were last year.
For head coach Nicole Johns, she's been there to see the program expand for 5 years now, and last year was a blast.
Yeah, we were really excited about winning conference. We worked really hard. Our goal for last year was to play the best that we could play, do the best that we could, and when we started off with a bang, shooting our best round that we had so far, and then we were going to conference. Our goal was to try and win, and we got really fortunate enough that we did win. And then we had Christian low medalist, and then we had Sarah and Christian both make all conference, and that was great. And both of them make All-American this year, so last year. So it was a really good year last year.
Johns was even an assistant for both the men's and women's teams before taking over the women's program on her own. The 2013-14 squad was another building block for the athletic program.
Well, I was really excited fortunately to get to work with the girls, and because Mike Cook, I've known Mike Cook since I was about 12 years old, so when he brought me in, I was really excited about it. So to watch us take the team from where it was to where it is now, it's been an honor to be able to be coach, to help coach the girls and to watch it grow. It's been great.
This year's roster of 7 has 2 freshmen on it and 3 more underclassmen. With the fall slate behind them, they know there's work to be done by spring.
We definitely need to buckle down a little bit, get over some nerves, and maybe practice a little harder, and just pull through.
Junior Jess Whitaker even adds some international flair, coming all the way from Ontario to play at Coastal, but the camaraderie is there for everyone to see, even with a little adjustment.
Them telling me that I have an accent was different, going into the South, and they're all talking with their accent. A lot of country cooking. We eat a lot of country cooking. That's different. I do love boiled peanuts. That's probably my favorite Southern thing.
So Nicole, that's what else is going on here in the Southern States as we are anchored in the center of it all here near the Fountain New Library on the campus of Bruton Parker College.
I've been doing some math in my head.
Here we
and
go.
I just want to say, I'm going to be
39.
66 years old
Women aren't
when that
supposed
time
to
capsule
reveal their
opens.
true
66.
age, especially on television. I'll be 39.
It's okay. I'm going to be 66,
I'll be
and I
39.
cannot wait to come back and see what's in that time capsule.
April 28th, 2054. Mark your calendars.
I'll be here. All right, well, that's going to wrap things up for this block, but don't go away. We're finally going to tell you about everything going on here at Bruton Parker. The showcase continues after this.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse.
Radiologic technologist. A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader. Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you? Are you?
Hollingsworth takes the snap, thrust out of the pocket, throws deep into the end zone. There's Dawson. He got it. Touchdown, Faulkner. Evans quickly up the field for the Lady Eagles. He finds Hayes in the corner. Hayes for 3. Faulkner is the 2013 national champion. They have just painted Lewiston, Idaho, Faulkner blue.
Faulkner University Athletics, champions of character.
Education should do more than just fill your head with knowledge. It should open your mind and transform your life with the power of truth. At Blue Mountain College, we are inspiring a new generation to learn truth, love knowledge, and live virtue. This is what we teach. This is who we are. Blue Mountain College. Truth, knowledge, virtue.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Grinnell University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
From Little League to the big leagues, Musco specializes in sports lighting around the world. Musco's light structure green sports lighting cuts operating costs in half with less energy use. Cuts spill light by half, provides guaranteed constant light levels, and includes a 25-year warranty. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
Parker's campus. And John, we've been around the campus all day, and it's finally time to hear about what's going on here.
Last couple of years, there's been a great deal of transition here at Bruton Parker, so let's find out from the folks in charge here what's going on in Mount Vernon and find out what else is going on with the Barons.
It's a time of change at Bruton Parker College, aggressive change under the second-year leadership of Dr. Ergen Kaner. His initial charge in Mount Vernon was wake 'em to shake 'em, and the challenge isn't just for those in class, it's for those who are leading teachings and even those leading the college on the whole. And really, it came down to one single act to get things moving in a multitude of directions.
We couldn't be in a better position after the first year. It's simply impossible. We had to fight for our accreditation. We had to fight to make sure that everything lined up with the mission statement of the school. And a massive part of that was bringing Boo Mullins in and just lining up the athletics, lining it up with the student athletes, lining it up with the tutoring, lining it up with what we are as a school. You know, Bruton Parker is more than just NAIA. It's a Georgia Baptist institution. And so it only took one phone call with Boo. All I had to do was say, recruit character. And so it's the simplest thing. And it's in his DNA. So for us, it's we can have whole conversations without even saying a word, because if somebody understands the mission, then everybody's on the same team.
Kaner understands the value of athletics as a cornerstone for the growth of the college on more than one level. Every aspect of the school is being built, improved, and maneuvered toward a successful future. But Dr. Kaner knows the challenges around him and wants to meet them head-on in an ever-changing marketplace.
I believe you build and you put money into where the students play, where the students eat, where the students sleep. We come last. Now, in a lot of schools, it's, well, we put our money into our executive offices. We put our money into the museums. By and large, kids will never go to a museum, and the only time they ever come into our offices is if they think they're in trouble. Like it or not, this is a generation where the parents want to know, where's my kid going to eat, where's he going to sleep, and where's he going to play? Where's he going to sit? So you put money into the classrooms. You put money into the field house. You give them alternatives and options. I don't believe you build until you're faithful with what you have. God won't give you more till you're faithful with what you got. But I also believe that what you build student-centric. And I honestly think that that's just a simple way of inverting the process. You put your money into field houses, weight rooms, gyms, places for them to hang out. Give them a second shift. You know, what do they do after 7 p.m.? Where do they go after the sun sets? You give them options when they eat, because there's kids who are on different kinds of diets. It compels us to think harder. It compels us to change and to constantly be on our. We can't coast. You can't coast. And if you're in this job to coast, then I think you end up failing inevitably.
But at the same time, there are different aspects of campus life and the life of a campus that make everything whole in an institution. Dr. Kaner makes a point that everything must act in concert academically, athletically, and spiritually to make a successful entity and a successful enterprise.
I believe that the classroom is the most important building. It's the most important, it's sacred ground. I believe the chapel is the center of our campus. I believe if you have animosity between the faculty and the coaches, somebody's got to get fired, because there's not supposed to be animosity. There's supposed to be a team. And if the problem is that it's not clear direction from on top, I should be fired. The ones who don't get fired, the only reason we're here, the only thing that we produce are students.
Athletically, Boo Mullins has added the athletics director title to his time as head baseball coach, and his mentality on the field is now part of the everyday in the office. And his aggressive nature on the diamond is now in administration, and he looks to the future as well.
We want to add more sports. We're thinking about archery. We're thinking about tennis, men's and women's tennis. We're just wanting to grow student growth. We want growth. Every year we want more and more athletes on campus.
Part of attracting the student and the student athlete to Bruton Parker is utilizing and renovating facilities on campus, an example being the track behind the gymnasium, making it available to the community as part of capital improvements and community outreach. Mullins and Kaner both get the notion of showing a college's physical growth to attract any who pass through.
I mean, what we're trying to do here, we're upgrading our facilities. Dr. Kaner has given us permission to do a lot of things to make our facilities nicer, prettier for appearance, for when we bring a kid on campus to walk him around. The recruiting process is very hard if your facilities are not up to par with bigger schools or cheaper schools. Our geographic location is what it is. We're in Mount Vernon, Georgia. So we have to really work hard to get the student athletes that we want to come on campus.
So over the next 5 to 10 years or so, Dr. Kaner sees nothing but an upward growth curve at Bruton Parker and will not stop, as his college has a lot of ground to cover, a lot of ground to make up, and a lot of impact to be made across the board. There is promise at Bruton Parker in his eyes.
Maybe I can use a metaphor. When it comes to our athletics, when it comes to our academics, when it comes to our field, when it comes to our basic campus, we got almost 300 acres here, and we're barely using a third of it. I believe we're only using a third, 30% of the potential we've got. I think we're only using 30% of the success we can have. I really do believe that just by setting a standard and continually beating that drum, that you don't have to have more. You'll just do more with what you got, and then that reproduces itself. Money comes and money flows to where needs arise, but also to where success takes place. Success isn't just wins and losses, though that's massive for us. It's also in graduating players that are just world changers. And that's what we have. That's why the team that I have now, I couldn't have asked for a better squad of people a year in. It just can't be better than that. So when somebody calls me to assess it, I can't see a downside. We've won every fight we've had to fight. We've made the changes we've had to make. And in every instance, it's validated itself. So now we just have to give it time to breathe.
So Nicole, that's the short version of what's going on here in the county seat of Montgomery County, Mount Vernon, Georgia, and Bruton Parker College.
Exciting time to be here in Mount Vernon.
You know
for
it.
Sure. All right, well, that's going to wrap things up for this block. Up next, we're going to tell you where we're headed for our next show. But first, the Players of the Week.
The Players of the Week at the conference level for the week of October 28th are as follows. The volleyball honor went to Coastal Georgia sophomore Rachel Amundsen. The outside hitter led the 24th ranked Mariners to a 3-0 week in conference play. While they clinched the 2014 SSAC volleyball regular season title, she recorded double-digit kills in each of the victories. In men's soccer, the offensive player of the week was Martin Methodist sophomore forward Michael Fulton. Fulton scored 5 of Martin Methodist's 6 goals to lead the Red Hawks to a 2-0 week. He also recorded his first career hat trick in a win over Faulkner. The defensive player of the week was Martin Methodist senior defender Daniel Dunleavy. Dunleavy anchored the Red Hawk defense while adding 3 assists in 2 wins over Faulkner and AUM. In women's soccer, the offensive honor went to AUM junior midfielder Lila Ramache. Ramache scored both of Auburn Montgomery's goals on the week, leading the Warhawk offensive attack against 2 top 25 ranked programs. The defensive player of the week was AUM's Chloe Crook. The senior goalkeeper stopped 9 shots as Auburn Montgomery competed with 2 top 25 ranked opponents this week. She recorded a shutout as the Warhawks upset then number 25 ranked Brenal 2-0 and held number 5 Martin Methodist scoreless during regulation before allowing a goal in overtime in a 1-0 loss. In cross country, for the second week in a row, the male athlete of the week was Jeffrey Kipchumba of William Carey. Kipchumba bested the 303 runner field at the Sand Shark Invitational in Hardyville, South Carolina. The freshman covered the 8-kilometer course in a personal record of 24 minutes and 28 seconds, nearly 5 seconds faster than his nearest competitor. Along with being a personal best, Kipchumba's time topped the previous William Carey school record by 2 seconds. On the women's side, for the second week in a row, the honor went to William Carey's Allison Deneche. She ran a personal record 5-kilometer time of 18 minutes and 40 seconds. That was good enough for 24th place in the 347 runner field at the Sand Shark Invitational. Along with being a personal best, Deneche's time also shattered the previous William Carey school record by 32 seconds. Congratulations to all of the Players of the Week.
At Nukes, we know that for you, it's all about flavor. You want unique combinations that truly tempt your taste buds. Culinary classics that go to a whole new level. You like being served fresh takes on old favorites. All in a fun, stylish, casual place to be. All we want is to see that smile when you take your very first bite. So come see us at Nukes Eatery.
Education should do more than just fill your head with knowledge. It should open your mind and transform your life with the power of truth. At Blue Mountain College, we are inspiring a new generation to learn truth, love knowledge, and live virtue. This is what we teach. This is who we are. Blue Mountain College. Truth, knowledge, virtue.
Being at Faulkner is like being a part of a big family. I feel safe here. It seems like I know everybody, and even my professors know me by name.
My faith in Christ has grown a lot since coming to Faulkner, especially working with this outstanding Bible department and seeing the general Christian lives of all the professors on campus.
Faulkner University is a growing, academically strong institution where Christ is the center of everything we do. Visit our website today to see what Faulkner has for you.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Grinnell University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
So John, I saw a lot of yellow on that screen, which can only mean one thing.
Southern states, as always, well represented.
Yes, for sure, in the national polls, which is always a great thing.
You got it.
All right, we got to tell them a little bit about our website.
Okay, website, ssacsports.com for everything you need to know what's going on in the Southern States. News, stories, standing schedules, episodes of the showcase, back episodes. You find out where we're going, what we're doing. Next.
Twitter.
Twitter. Follow Nicole on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Follow the SSAC Sports on Twitter at SSAC Sports. That way you can find out what's going on, be a part of the conversation that way. Let us know what you're thinking when it comes to the conference that way. Next.
Last, Facebook.
Facebook, SSAC Sports. Friend us, like us, be a part of the conversation that way. So whatever your favorite way of social media is, friend us, like us, be a part of the two-way street that is the Southern State Showcase. Let us know what you're thinking and the stories you like and where you'd like us to go next. I think that's it.
I think you're done.
Breathe.
All right, well, I'm going to send us home. So that's going to do it from here at Bruton Parker. But make sure you come see us next week on the showcase. Of course, we're headed to one of our brand new schools, Dalton State. We'll see you then.
Education should do more than just fill your head with knowledge. It should open your mind and transform your life with the power of truth. At Blue Mountain College, we are inspiring a new generation to learn truth, love knowledge, and live virtue. This is what we teach. This is who we are. Blue Mountain College. Truth, knowledge, virtue.
The University of Mobile, founded on belief.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse.
Radiologic technologist. A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader. Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you? Are you?
Our adult students are a rare and special type of person, leaders in the office and the community. teachers in and out of the classroom, superheroes without capes. They administer first aid on computers and scrape knees. They are changing healthcare and themselves. Be the best version of yourself with an accelerated bachelor's or MBA degree from Bethel University. Call 1-877-4-BETHEL today.